everyone, welcome back to the 1% Shift episode on the Live Life Balance podcast. I am so excited to be bringing you this mini-series because it was inspired by you. You guys have asked me for swaps, you've asked me for tips, you've asked me for tools, you've asked now what, how do I do this, where do I start? So I thought each week I would do one short episode on one particular topic, and I would do just that. I would give you the tips and tools that you need, the swaps and the things that you need to do in order to make those shifts in that particular area to help you to keep going on your journey to create better health and wellness for yourself. And who knows, you might even pick up a habit or two that could become one of your non-negotiables. So let's go explore this week's topic and see what we can find. Hey y'all, welcome back to another 1% Shift episode where we explore small shifts that can lead to the health transformation that you're looking for. Today we're going to dive into a topic that affects most of us, which is sugar. Sugar is everywhere, guys. We all know it's in candy. We know it's in soda. It's also hidden in processed foods. That's why I talk and I'm so passionate about learning to read our labels. But today I wanted to talk about what does sugar do to our body? Because I think the more that we're educated on what it does, the better decisions we can make for better wellness for ourselves. So for starters, when we consume excess amounts of sugar, it can lead to chronic inflammation in the body, which that in itself can impair the functioning of our immune cells. Also, high sugar intakes can suppress the activity of our white blood cells, and that really is crucial for fighting off infections. So this can make us more susceptible to illness and infection, but it can also prolong the duration of sickness when you do get sick. And I talk to my kids all the time about, if you're feeling under the weather, ditch the sugar for a week. If you're around people that are sick, bring down that sugar consumption even more so that your body has a chance of fighting off whatever it might come in contact with. So reducing, that sugar intake can help support for a stronger immune system. When we consume also sugar, our body releases insulin, a hormone that helps to regulate our blood sugar levels. So again, if you're thinking logically, if we're eating too much sugar and insulin's being, released too much, we're going to then end up with that precursor to the type 2 diabetes, which is, pre-diabetes. And these days I'm getting a lot of DMs from not just people that I know, but other people like, okay, I've gotten this diagnosis. Now what do I do? I would love for us to address this before we start getting these diagnoses. Not only does it affect our physical health, it affects, our energy level. It affects our mental clarity. We all have heard that infamous sugar crash. And what happens is in your body, you get that spike in your blood sugar level. And that is typically followed by that rapid crash, which is what makes us tired, sluggish, and unfocused. So again, balancing out, if you are eating sugar, balancing it out with a protein, with a healthy fat that helps sugar spiking going up so quickly. So again, if you are going to have something sugary, learning to pair it with the proper foods to offset some of that spike and to have it be able to be broken down and used differently is definitely key to being able to enjoy something a little sweeter without getting those negative effects. Another simple strategy is swaps. And we talk a lot about swapping out those sugary snacks and drinks for healthier alternatives. And just last week, there was an expo in California where a lot of healthy vendors got together, and I followed along, of course, and I found so many new different vendors that I'm going to be trying stuff from, because when these people are creating their products, they're creating products with us in mind. They're creating products that knowing that we're looking for those healthier, swaps and alternatives to the regular stuff that's out there. So I feel very hopeful as we continue into this new, next couple of years, we're going to have even more people jumping on the bandwagon to create healthier things. However, still read your ingredients because you can get duped because people still will put things in their ingredients that aren't 100% clean, in my opinion, that can cause still some effects on your body. So we don't want to get into that crisis of, that when we were in that fat-free fad, everything fat-free was great. No, it wasn't. It was just chemicals. So we still need to do diligence on reading our labels and understanding, what they are. So swapping out for healthier brands. swapping out candy for maybe a piece of fruit. I will tell you also your taste buds will change as you reduce your sugar consumption. So that is a yay, because a piece of fruit will taste more sugary and sweet and will subside that craving that you might have, whereas right now it doesn't. Another tip, obviously swapping out things, is to just ask yourself, is this what I'm about to consume, what I'm about to eat, is it going to fuel my body or is it not going to fuel my body? Am I going to feel my best when I eat this? Am I not going to feel my best? You've got to start getting in touch with understanding what your body needs and likes and will do its best when consumed. So getting in touch with yourself will be the third piece to this episode. Finally, if you're going to indulge, please just enjoy it and then move on. So many times I hear from people, I've done so well for a month or two and I just went to this thing and I ate, this and this. And now I just feel, sad and I'm mad at myself, or I can't believe I did that. Or, I might as well just go back to my old habits. No. Enjoy it while you're eating it and then just move on. There's no reason to get stuck. Those are those dips we talk about. So I do want to say that in the show notes, I'm going to be linking a free pantry guide. And in that pantry guide, there's a whole page on different names of sugars. There's about 50 of them. There's also a list of healthier alternatives if you're baking or making or looking at ingredients. I encourage you guys to take a picture of those and carry them with you so that when you are learning to read your labels, you have some type of source to refer to. The other thing that I'm going to drop into the show notes is I created 5 simple ways to ditch sugar. It's about 15 pages, so I will say it's a little lengthy, but it does have different recipes in there. It has different action steps you can take. It's very thorough, and it's not just about sugar, but it's also about our mind and sugar and a bunch of other things. So I definitely think it's a good resource. So check both of those resources out. They'll be linked in the show notes. And until next time, I hope you have an amazing week. I hope that you create that 1% shift that's going to move the needle in your health and wellness. I'll talk to you guys soon. Love to y'all. I hope that you enjoyed that episode and that you can see yourself taking away 1% this week. Stay tuned for more practical tips and nourishing your body and your mind. Until next time, of course, take care, make those healthy swaps, and know that I'm here cheering you on, walking beside you on your journey. Love you guys, and we'll talk soon.